welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Here where we need ya. Here where we need ya. Yeah, the T's in the lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I get a stretch. Oh, that's good. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. As you can see, the lights that I put back up, the holders that I printed for them, I think it was like last week I did them, and they're still up. So that's cool. And they seem to be working fine. And so it's pretty dope. It's getting dark. It's only like 4:18 and it's getting dark already. And what's cool is, I'm not going to say the name because I can actually just, I have my like Google Nest. Is it a Nest? I don't know what it's called. Like the little control panel thing here. And so I can like change colors and stuff. And so let's say if I wanted to do this one. See how that kind of like changed? It's kind of interesting. But I don't know. It's a little too yellow for me. I don't know. I have it for daylight. And so either cool white or daylight. I like this better. So yeah, neither here nor there. I had to turn it on. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Because before it was getting like, it was kind of dark. It was like one light above me, but now I have them all up and they're holding up. So that's pretty dope. All right, neither here nor there. So for this break session, hopefully your last work session was productive. For me, kind of, because I came across this thing that I think could be pretty useful for like what I'm kind of building at work, sort of. So I have an idea of what I would kind of like it to do. And so it'd be kind of cool to build something with it. So I don't know. I'm going to like check it out some more and play around with it. But I figured why not talk about it here as well? Because I just came across it. And during the work session, I was looking up something else. I came across, I'm like, oh, this is pretty dope. And so, and best part is that it uses web components. And I'm a big fan of web components. So I'm always down to check out more stuff. So all that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen. I think I might. Oh, okay. Look like it's already kind of zoomed in. That's good. All right, here we go. So what I want to talk about today is this agent to UI, look like a framework that they got going on here. And so introducing A to UI, an open project for agent-driven interfaces. All right. And so figure we take a look at it. So December 15th, so like a month ago, a little bit over a month ago, late last year. And so yeah, let's check this out. Generative AI does great at generating text, images, and code. Now it's time for it to be used to generate contextually relevant interfaces. Today, we are making the A to UI project public so we can collaborate with others on this early stage format and implementations. A to UI was designed to address the specific challenges of interoperable cross-platform, generative or template-based UI responses from agents. A to UI allows agents to generate the interface which best suits the current conversation with the agent and send it to a front-end application. We have been building A to UI for some of our products, and we would like to engage with the community to help refine the A to UI specifications, add more transports, and add more client renderers and integrations. So they want to put it out in more places. So now A to UI is an open source project complete with a format optimized for representing updatable agent-generated UIs and an initial set of renderers that allows agents to generate and populate rich user interfaces so they can be displayed in different host applications. Rendered by a range of UI frameworks such as Lit, which is what for web components, it's what I've been using to build web components, Angular, which is like their framework at Google, or Flutter, which is also something for like mobile devices, with more to come. I think I saw like React on there. I think that's coming also. Renderers support a set of common components and or a client advertised set of custom components which are composed into layouts. The client owns the rendering and can integrate a seamless and can integrate it seamlessly into their branded UX. Orchestrator agents and remote A2A subagents can all generate UI layouts, which are securely passed as messages, not as executable code, which is good because you don't want your backend creating like some sort of like, vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Because the person asked them to or whatever. So that's cool. All right. So below are examples of A2UI rendered cards showing a variety of UI compositions that A2UI can achieve. All right. So, okay, let's say if you have like a traveling thing and you're talking to it and you're like, hey, I want to see, I don't know, the status of my flight or whatever, right? So you have like, so I think all of these are like chat bots, I guess, pretty much, right? At least from what I'm thinking about just seeing this now, I'm thinking like chat bots. And so when you're chatting with it, instead of giving it to you like, as a text from Vienna to New York, departs, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like just text, you can have it come up as a actual like card, you know what I'm saying? And then here, let's say your app is like, hey, I want to write an email to somebody about this thing, whatever. It can show you the from the to, like format it for you. And then you can have like, oh yeah, send that email or maybe discard it. That's pretty dope. And then calendar stuff, login forms. Oh, if you're like asking about like a sports player, this is pretty cool. And it does this on the fly, which is pretty dope. And the track list, that's pretty cool, especially stuff like I'm into. That's pretty cool. And then you got like a recipe card. You can actually show the image. I wonder if it generates these images, or you can probably pull it from an actual like database. And then like the icons. I wonder if maybe they're pulling it from like material since that's like a Google thing, or maybe they're generating it. I'm not sure. That's pretty dope. All right. So, okay, cool. So now the problem, agents need to speak UI. All right. So imagine an agent designed to help you book a table at a restaurant. A text-only interaction might involve a clunky back and forth. User, so the person's typing. You could probably also talk because I've seen some. So you in your application, if you wanted to, you could probably have it make it speak or something and do something, but neither there. Book a table for two, right? And then the agent, I guess, types back, it's like, okay, for what day? And then typing tomorrow. And then what time? So you kind of back and forth, maybe 7 p.m. We do not have a reservation availability then. Any other times? Okay, I can see that. And then it says, when do you have reservations? And it shows you a bunch of stuff. So that might be kind of like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. And then you have to go back and say if it does work for you and everything. So, okay, I can see that. This can be slow and inefficient. A better experience would be for the agent to quickly generate or use a simple form with a date picker, a time selector, and a submit button. So yeah, all that would be ready to go. With A2UI, LLMs, and composed bespoke UIs from a catalog of widgets to provide a graphical, beautiful, easy to use interface for the exact task at hand. All right. So for example, instead of the text-based chat back and forth above, you can use A2UI, these names, to compose this reservation UI. The below is one possible rendering of an A2UI representation of the restaurant booking, with many other possibilities thanks to A2UI's design that gives the front-end host app a lot more control over the styling. So maybe like as far as like the CSS and things, like it'll just put the elements there, but then you can have like CSS, I guess, to style it the way you want on your website. So, all right. So yeah, so book a table like this. Okay, then they just show an image, all right, and then it gives you address, and then you put in this information, and you can submit the reservation. I guess it'll go and come back and tell you stuff. All right. So now the challenge, rendering across trust boundaries. So yeah, exactly, because you don't want somebody to try to hack your thing. Instead of like party size, it's like execute, delete all tables, you know what I'm saying? Was it Bobby drop tables or whatever, and just mess up your whole stuff. All right, so I think I've seen this agent to agent thing. I think we spoke about this before, maybe, or maybe it was something I was doing at work or something. I'm not sure. But we are entering the era of the multi-agent mesh. Agents from Google are talking to agents from Cisco, IBM, SAP, and Salesforce to solve complex tasks. This is why we collectively created the agent-to-agent A2A protocol and donated it to the Linux Foundation to enable agents to collaborate even when they don't share memory, tools, or context. That's interesting. Okay. However, this decentralization creates an user interface problem. If your agent lives inside your application, it can directly manipulate the view layer, so the DOM, the document object model. But in a multi-agent world, the agent doing the work is often remote, running in the background on a different server or owned by a different organization. Huh. Okay. Okay. It cannot touch your UI directly. It must send messages. So historically, rendering UI from a remote, untrusted source meant sending HTML or JavaScript and sandboxing it inside iframes. This approach is heavy, can be visually disjointed, it rarely matches your app's native styling, and introduces complexity around security boundaries. We needed a way to transmit UI that is safe like data, but expressive like code. Interesting. So now the solution, UI spec as a sequence of messages. All right. So A2UI provides a standard format which can be generated on the fly as structured output or used as a template and hydrated with values. So it's like server-side rendering, kind of. Okay. Uh, the agent generating the response might be a remote A2A agent. So somebody else's server, so like Salesforce or something. Or the orchestrator the user is interacting with. All right. The JSON payload can be sent to the client over A2A, which is the agent-agent protocol, AGUI, okay, and potentially other transports. The client application renders using its own native UI components, all right? This means the client retains full control over styling and security, helping to ensure the agent's output always feels native to your app. So I have like this data here, this demo here, where, all right, you have like the landscape thing, right? And then you go, I can say select new project, and then you can choose, take a photo or choose from the library. I think they choose from the library. Cool. There you go. And now it's going to contact the agent. And so after we upload an image, the AI processes it and generates UI that is fully customized based on this input. Okay, so then you have all these different things, different options. And it's going to take that image, the information from the image, and then generate on the fly your like based on your requirements what it should look like. Yeah, there you go. And it gives you the different options. And like I guess generating the price and like how long and all that stuff. So I guess it actually generated all the information, I think. Interesting. All right, so in this example, the user uploads a photo and a remote agent uses Gemini to understand. So I'm running on some other server somewhere to understand it and makes a bespoke form for the specific needs of the landscaping customer, all based on that. Riz charts. What? In this example, the agent decides to respond with a custom component containing an interactive chart and a custom component containing Google Maps. Show my sales breakdown by product category for Q3. Okay, that's cool. And you can like drill down into it. It's pretty dope. And then what's it saying? Interesting. Were there any outlier stores? Interesting. Okay, that's pretty dope. Yeah, so this is the type of thing I was talking about where it'd be like you're chatting with a bot. And then, okay, and it generates the UI on the fly. All right, so there's more stuff here. You can check that out. But what's cool is I saw, this here. So I just saw this UI as a resource, MCP apps. I've been looking into web MCPs, and so this is interesting. Also, this is with an iframe. So yeah, okay. So these are, I guess, the other ways. I guess other people are doing. Maybe I'm not sure. Again, I'm still just like looking through this myself. Okay, so this was kind of telling how A to A is different. A to UI is different. Yeah, has recently introduced So yeah, so Model Context Protocol has recently introduced MCP apps. Okay. A new standard consolidating work from MCP UI and OpenAI to enable servers to provide interactive interfaces. This approach treats UI as a resource, so you can use like UI as if it's like HTTPS stuff. Okay, that tools can return, typically rendering pre-built HTML content within a sandbox iframe to ensure isolation and security. Okay, how is this different? A2UI. A2UI takes a native first approach that is distinct from the resource fetching model of MCP apps. All right. So yeah, so MCP apps kind of all right, these are the components you're using, and this is how they work. Like the pre-built, like it says, like in an iframe. Whereas this is like generated in your actual application. So not in the iframe, it looks like. Instead of retrieving an opaque payload to display in a sandbox like iframe, an A2UI agent sends a blueprint of native components. This allows the UI to inherit the host app styling and accessibility features perfectly. In a multi-agent system, an orchestrator agent can easily understand the lightweight A2UI message from the content from a sub-agent, allowing for more fluid collaboration between agents. Okay, I can see that. So if you have like multiple agents working on stuff, and then they all need to like bring their information to one place, they may be like disparate parts from, there. If each individual agents was sending their own UI, it's gonna be kind of hard to put them all together in one thing for the orchestrator agent to put it together, I guess is what it's saying, because they're gonna be like iframes. That makes sense. All right, and then platform specific ecosystems. Okay, I've never heard of OpenAI Chat Kit. Interesting. Cool. Opal. I've never heard of Opal before. What is that? That's the okay. This is the thing that like builds apps for you. Yeah. So is Opal using this? This is pretty dope. I've never used I knew about it, but I've never like actually used it before. Huh. It's pretty cool. All right, back to the other thing. See, this is the type of rabbit hole I go down. So yeah, so Opal lets hundreds of thousands of people build, edit, and share AI mini apps using natural language. The Opal team at Google has been a core contributor to A2UI. In addition to helping build A2UI, the team has also been using it to rapidly prototype and integrate it into the core app building flow. A2UI and Opal will enable anyone to build AI mini apps with a dynamic, that's dope, generative UI custom for each use case. In the next few weeks, you'll be able to see and experience A2UI in action in Opal. That's pretty dope. And you can do like custom enterprise agents, all right? And then Flutter is there. It's pretty cool. App powered Google, okay. And so you can try it out here. And yeah, you can see again he's using Lit. It's pretty dope. Yeah, here we go. Supported integrations. Oh, so okay, so they don't have REST, WebSocket, or MCP yet, but they have this A2A extension and AGUI integration, which I don't know what those are. I have to like look into that. But here are a few key integrations in the project has today, and some that we hope the project supports in the future. We welcome community contributions in these areas. So you can see they have the web components, which is dope. And so yeah, they're looking to do these other ones as well. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. That's pretty dope. So yeah, again, web components. And then they link to a website. I don't remember where I saw it on here. Oh, there's a widget builder. That's cool. Clients. Oh, okay, cool. So they actually can get. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, so they have the client server stuff here, but that's Flutter. Okay. Oh yeah, here's the website. Yeah, so a2ui.org. All right. And so I already have that open up here. So I figured we'd take a look at it. Share this tab instead. I'm gonna post a link to this as well on the website so you can check it out. It'll be next to the recording of the video on untilit.works. All right, so now here we go. So just kind of like going through it so really quickly, a protocol for agent-driven interfaces. So kind of like what they were showing before. You can see all the different things here. It's pretty cool. And there's a quick start guide, which I'm probably going to go and try out maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna show my manager because we have a meeting tomorrow, like our weekly meeting, to talk about like what we're trying to do during the week. I might like try this quick start guide and see what we can do with it. Because again, it's using web components. So I'm a big fan. And so, okay. Yes, you have this A to A messages thing. So I don't know how that really works. Here's that same demo that we saw before, the same Riz one we saw before. And there's a widget builder that they were talking about before, so you can kind of see it here. It's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, because they said you can like customize your stuff. And so yeah, so here's like the transports. So this, okay. Okay, these are different things here. All right. That's cool. Huh. All right. Developer guides. We got here client setup. Yep. Again, lit web components, super dope. Oh yeah. So the React, Swift UI, and Jetpack Compose, they're all supposed to be coming out before before half of the year is over. So that's pretty cool. Now the lit client library is not yet published to npm. Check back in the upcoming days. So I wonder if I run this, will it not work? I would hope it would work. So yes, I'm gonna have to try that. I might try it out tomorrow or something. But yeah, this is cool. Yeah, no, it's pretty dope. It kind of like walks you through it. Yeah, I'm gonna try this tomorrow. This is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Okay. Because I'm thinking you can even have something like if you're booking the thing, you can like call them to like that'd be kind of cool. The call, like if they didn't have like a system or whatever, like you could have something to where it's like it would just go and tell the people. I don't know, but yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Okay, you guys use Python in the back end. Okay. Oh, but then I wanted to show the where was it? I thought I saw the different UI stuff. Is it this? There's something. Let me see. Oh, component reference. What components to support? I think this is it. Oh yeah. So okay. So yeah. So they have like a row. So like a toolbar, you call it that or whatever. There's a column. Oh, it's over here on the side. So then they have the display components. So they have text, image, icon. So icon, is that generated? Oh no, okay, it's just a string. Okay. And they have icon, divider. Where's icon coming from? Okay. Oh yeah. So I was right. Material icons, where you can have a custom icon set. That's pretty dope. All right. And they have like buttons, text fields, card, modal. Oh, that's cool. Tabs. I'm looking for like switches or something. You know what I'm saying? Common properties. Cool. And live example. Oh, okay. Then to see all components running in action, run the component gallery demo. Look like it's in Angular. Interesting. That's pretty cool. And they show you how to do custom components. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, my bad. I'm getting so the web lit and Angular is pretty much like the same thing. Because you can use lit since they're web components in Angular. Technically, you should be able to use it in React too. So not sure why. They're probably gonna have like their own React specific stuff. But yeah, no, this is super cool. I don't know. Let me know what you'll think. Because I'm getting down the rabbit hole now. So, but we have a work session, so that's why we do these things. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work so I can get back to work because I still want to add the transactional email stuff for tonight. So when we come back, we'll take a look at an artist's website, listen to some music, watch some videos, maybe you'll become a fan. But let me know what y'all think about this A to UI thing. Kind of interesting. So you have any use cases, but you have anything you want to plan and try out. All right, so let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work. Where am I? Okay, I had this open. So we're gonna go out with this track from Nujabez, one of my favorite producers of all time. The track is featuring Apani B. It's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. I see you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I think all the sugar loves it. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to state I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me.